Hey everybody, how's it going? Just wanted to get in here and have a little word about kind of like what I've been talking about. What's going on in the world right now? Some pretty perverted and weird and evil stuff. Um, you know, how they did it to us. You have to know, of course, by the screen, the TV programming programs, also by directing your attention from, well, who's important, making you think that you were a scientific, no, an evolutionary creature. No, clearly in the scriptures. And that goes with the flat earth stuff too, because, you know, you are in the terrarium, heavens above, and the waters are above too. There's waters below, the deep. There's waters that were gathered together, ice wall. So nothing is as they say. And they've made you entertained with sports, football, basketball, baseball, hockey, oh, wrestling. There's a big one. Oh boy. And the list goes on. Golf, even right down to bowling. And this Olympics crap. You know, this Olympics crap has to do with the fallen messengers. I think you would understand that. The giants, you know, they like games and competition. I mean, look at chess. Chess is, well, it's a Masonic floor for one thing. Anyway, you look at how things were in this, and we're just talking in the US. I can't say anything about the rest of the world, although I can see that, each place has their own weird crap going on. Okay. We're all in little petri dishes. That's where we're at until they gather it all together so that they can implement their one world crap. So, how they did it? Wow, when you think about it, I think after the 50s, where, mom stayed home with the youngins and dad went to work, and mom took care of stuff, and you know what I'm saying, where the soap operas came from. Yeah. Jeez, is there one still going? I think I don't even know. Don't care. But the fact is, yeah, 50s. I think it's the 60s. What happened? What did the CIA do and the KGB and MI6 and all of those, what they call intelligence agencies, intelligence communities, whatever? Well, it worked for the same person, by the way. Um, well, they got some of these military people and others got their children, and you know how they are with children. They got you to look. They had the free love thing go on, the 60s, breaking up the family into being, and the gay thing started to pop out a little bit more there, where it was usually under wraps in the 50s. So then it started popping out a little bit more. And then you're looking at, well, what else did they do? Well, this political crap. And yeah, what's going on now? I have never seen anything like this ridiculous nonsense before in my life. I mean, if before they used to try to make it at least look real. See, nowadays it's just a monkey show. um, you ever see the movie Wag the Dog? Dustin Hoffman and what's his face? Uh, I can't think of his name right off. But anyway, they made this movie, and Dustin Hoffman was this really big executive person, and wish I could think of his name right off. Well, the other fellow that is really, really popular, um, he or had to do with the White House stuff and that, whatever, whatever you call him. But they made they wanted to make the prez look like he had to stay the prez because of the war going on in wherever it was they were staging their Hollywood thing. And they went ahead and had got people to believe, you know, these things. And it's well, there's some funny aspects about it, but overall, it's not really all that funny because what you're looking at right now is, you know, everything is clearly a staged show. I mean, look at all that music. What do they do? Make you cast spells on yourself when you sing it. The 440 hertz instead of 432, which I understand 432 hertz is good, where 440 isn't. Stuff I'm not real, in understanding about, but things I hear. And what else did they do? Oh, they made abortion. Hey, free women's got to be free women's. I'll tell you something. Why the woman was deceived. She wasn't next to her man. Now, a man isn't going to be taken in by that nonsense, where a woman will be. And, they have made things to where you think if you are someone who is not understanding who the creator is, the Almighty, the Most High, whose name is Yahweh. You don't know him, and you know what the world's doing. It's, the city of Babylon. In Hallelujah scriptures, it's called Babylon, the V, not a B. English has really tainted a lot of stuff. My language, I hate it so much. I never did good in English. I did extra good in French, believe it or not. But anyway, what else did they do? They got all of these things going on, getting women to trying to split things up. That was in my opinion, this part where the family started to break up. Women's like, well, I don't want to be in the house anymore. I want to work. Well, in the 70s, that's, things started getting more and more expensive. Granted, back then, a brand spanking new car cost you about $5,000 compared to what? $40,000 now? I don't even know. I bought a new car. I must buy used ones because you went. Anyway. And then you've got, what else here? Well, since the Rockefellers bought the education system in 1903, I believe that's when it was, you have been made to memorize absolute nonsense. Lies upon lies upon lies. And that's why, as far as it goes, it says in the scripture, nothing hidden will not be revealed. Things that are hidden are being revealed right now. Scriptures is the only truth you're going to get. The only truth. Which get down here. Lies, falsehoods. They play on your emotions. It's just like movies. You watch a movie, if it's a tearjerker, and that's what you call them, tearjerker, because they make you cry. Or if they're hilarious or funny or whatever. They play on your emotions with their movies and their shows. Play on your emotions with their music that they have going. And these people are witches and warlocks. A lot of them are working for the other side. It's what they do. It's their job. It's what they're born to do. What you got to do is figure out that Yahweh is actually the one who made all of this. If you're curious about him, there's a spark in you, so to speak. I think there's a channel on YouTube called The Spark in You, but I don't know. Anyway, maybe he gives you a little truth. And what you do with that, well, if you're looking for more, you take that, you research a little more, he'll give you a little more. If you're looking for him, you'll find him. If you knock, he'll open it. through his son, Yahusha, died for your sins. You go looking for the one he made you. Gotta go through his son. The son was the only man of flesh that walked the earth who never sinned. He was flesh. I don't know how things work with that. I guess spiritual that can be flesh or spiritual. I mean, some of the fallen messengers that came down here and made it with women, well, they had to be flesh to, I would think. So there's that. What else did they do to us? Well, they're poisoning us from one end to the other. From the skies to now they're messing with our food, all this stuff. And if you're not really seriously grounded in covenant with Yahweh through his son who made the covenant, renewed covenant. Now, if you don't know him, better get to know him. Because eventually, the appointed time is going to come. Only Yahweh knows the appointed time. Only he, the Father, knows. But look at around us, as in the days of Noach. Do you think it's in the days of Noach? Maybe not quite yet, but is it not closing in? We don't know. But why take chances with your only life that you're ever going to have? This life is nothing. This life is, it's not what you think. This life is a test. It's your character. If you don't look for him, he's going to let you be given up to strong delusion. And you're going to believe silly science, which the only line in the KJV I'll repeat is 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 20. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science, so falsely called. For our time period, that line really resonates, doesn't it? Science. Therefore, NASA. They got NASA from every Hebrew word, nasha. Nasha. Nasha means to mislead, to, let me see here. Somewhere. Here it is, right in front of my face. To lead astray, to delude, to seduce, to beguile, and last of all, to deceive. So they took the word there and made it NASA, National Aeronautics Space Administration, which, if you've ever heard that judge, that somebody's got recorded, not a space agency, because it's not. I mean, the links of what they're doing, the links that they are doing to absolutely get your soul, because that's what this is all about. Change the society. Look what they're doing to the young ones now. They're pushing them into changing their sexes, pushing them into being Baphomets. They've got these drag queens reading at their, I can't believe. Anyway, I understand. I understand. And you have to understand. So look at the 70s. Look what they did. See, constant racial tension, constant harping on the slave stuff, constant harping on the space thing, constant political unrest. I mean, and then you get this bird flu crap, and then you've got all this other stuff. What do they want to do to you? They want your soul. They will do anything and have been doing anything to get it. And are you allowing them to? Because if you don't have Yahweh in your heart and you're not searching, you're not reading, you're not praying, you're not following his ways. And I know, granted, in Yeshayahu, what people call Isaiah, that's a fake name. His name's Yeshayahu. It says, our good works are filthy rags. Yeah, they are. Nothing you do is going to get you anywhere. However, it also says, it is also written, if you love me, you will follow my ways. So, are you following his ways? Or are you following, the ways of the world with their Saturnalia, Christmas, and Ishtar, Easter, etc., and so on and so forth? And I'm not going to say any more of them because you know what they are. They're all through the year. This month here, this particular month here, Og. I'm there a giant by that name, OG. Anyway, this month that we're in right now has not a single solitary thing except what they like to call the dog days of summer. Because August is actually supposed to be the hottest, summer month, which because there's, they like to chemtrail and spew and whatever else they do. And you ever notice those fans, those great big giant, not fans, but windmills, supposedly, those great big giant ones? You ever notice how, if the wind is blowing, only some of them are moving? And when the wind isn't blowing, only some of them are moving? I mean, what are those things? I have to find out. But you see what they've been doing. I mean, everyone's talking about this other great reset, this other thing after the flood. Well, okay. The fallen messengers are smarter than we are. Okay. They were up there in the Shammai. They were up there. Wouldn't want to be them. I don't want to go against the Most High. I don't want to. I want to follow his ways, and I hope you do too. Don't pay attention to all the stuff the world's doing. I mean, talks about Mystery Babylon. Well, goodness. I mean, seems like the whole world is Mystery Babylon. Everything that we see, everything that comes out of our mouths, everything that we do has been programmed into us since we were little children, just like what they're doing to little children now. Ever watch the shows that the little ones watch? I see all kinds of stuff in it now where I never saw it before. So pay attention. And if you haven't found it, you need to look for it. Because your soul, your very soul is at stake. If you don't care about your soul and you want to, be included in the sinners on the other side, well, it's up to you. You do have free will. He gave you that. But the old adversary wants to take that away from you. We can't have them think for themselves. Yeah, think for yourself. Attach yourself. Make a covenant with Yahweh. Make a covenant with him. He'll not ever let you down. Ever. I'm going to go now because I never know when someone's going to come in or when the young'uns are going to come back or whatever. Love you guys. Please understand what they're doing to you. From everything to everything. From the food to the music to the movies to the shows to the athletics to even the house you live in, the tables that you have, this thing we're talking to each other on. It's how the adversary has got many worshiping him. And he definitely is G-O-D. And his son is that J-man. And I wouldn't say it if I truly in my heart didn't believe it. And I do believe it. So take care. Bye.